We are joined now by Peter Tallman, President and CEO of Klondike Gold. Thank you for joining us.
It's a pleasure.
So tell us a little bit about the company and what you're hoping to achieve this year at PDAC.
Well, the company Klondike Gold is focused on gold in the Klondike, so in the Yukon territory. Our 600 square kilometer property, so the size of the Toronto area, is located directly outside of Dawson, which is the second largest city in Yukon. The Klondike district is known for 20 million ounces of gold having been mined from river gravels over the last 120 years. So it is the single largest unsourced gold geochemical anomaly on the planet. And so for the last, since 1980 until 2015, the geological model there was that all the gold was a particular age and therefore was all eroded away. There's no gold in bedrock and the gold is only in the creek gravels. That's why no one had been able to find any. And so from 5 years, I took over 5 years ago, rethought it, and we've since discovered a considerable amount of gold and rewritten the geology of the Klondike.
That's incredibly exciting. And since we're here at PDAC, what is the main message that you'd like retail investors to take away?
Well, so the Klondike is an old story, but in fact it has a new geological perspective, completely new gold model, and for the last 5 years we've done a significant amount of geoscience to prove that there is multi-million ounce potential remaining. It was never eroded away. It's all absolutely intact. And so the old story is brand new. It's a huge district that's full of gold.
And you've had some great things happening in the recent past. We've had some news releases come out, so expand on that.
Well, so we've demonstrated that in fact there is an enormous amount of gold sitting at surface. So we have two major targets, the Stander Zone and the Lone Star Zone, and each of those we've drilled. We have gold in drill holes over 5 kilometers of strike length. In both, we're beginning to outline resources. In both, the gold zones are between 50 and 200 meters wide at surface, broadly either disseminated or relatively low grade, but at surface. And also last year, the potential for high grade mineralization was realized. We drilled one hole that is one of the best holes drilled last year for gold on the planet. It was 1,009 grams gold, 1,036 grams silver over a meter in massive gold veining. And we had thought there was potential for that. We've shown there is. So there's two styles of gold mineralization there, broadly disseminated, potentially open pittable, as well as this really super high grade stuff. And so coming 2020, we're actually going to follow up on what we learned last year and start targeting some of the higher grade, bonanza grade gold zones that we think exist throughout the property.
It's very exciting. So speaking of 2020, you kind of touched on it, but what can we really expect over the next 6 to 12 months?
Well, I'm hoping, and again, forward-looking statement, but I'm hoping to be able to drill 8,000 to 9,000 meters, which is of drill core, all shallow, which is what we've been doing the last 5 years. And that's expanding zones of mineralization that we already know, as well as drilling new targets as well.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.